We've got 4 great matchups. I'm Alex White with Kenny White for Odds Checker. We're going to take a look at the Sunday morning game, Los Angeles Rams at Tampa Bay. The Bucs are -3 on the money line. They're -150. The Rams +130. The total on that game is 48.5. All right, Kenny, let's start first with the coaching matchup. We've got Sean McVay going up against Bruce Arians. See any edge there?
Yeah, very little, if any, Alex, in this edge, because two really good coaches. Arians won a Super Bowl last year. Sean McVay has been to a Super Bowl. Both have plenty of experience in the playoffs. But I will give a slight edge to Sean McVay. I think he's the younger coach. He's very innovative. He's come up with so many different plays in his system, and he brings players in to match that system. I think Bruce Arians was very fortunate to get Tom Brady on his staff. That was a big difference maker for him. But he is an old school coach. He's very good. He has done a great job with the players on that team that have been brought in. A lot of big names on defense and a lot of players on offense that have had to mesh. So I think he's done a good job with that, keeping that team on an even keel. But again, Sean McVay, I think he does a tremendous job. I think he's one of the top 3 coaches in the NFL.
I couldn't agree more. All right, these two have already faced each other in week 3, though, of the regular season. The Rams won that one 35-24. Can we take anything away from that game?
Yeah, it was so long ago. It seems like it was a preseason game way back then. So these teams have changed a lot since that time. But again, they have not changed. Tom Brady and Matthew Stafford were the quarterbacks. I think the one thing you can really take away from that game is it was 0-0 first quarter. The rest of the game, offensive explosion. The Rams winning the game 35-24, 59 points scored. And the offensive stats, Tom Brady 41 for 55, 403 yards, 1 touchdown. Matthew Stafford 27 for 38, 343, and 4 touchdowns. Neither guy threw an interception. Brady was sacked 3 times. Stafford was sacked once. Both teams struggled to run the football that day. Tampa, 13 rushes, 35 yards. The Rams, 24 rushes for 76 yards. There were 130 plays in the game. So the one thing I take away, these are explosive offenses, and one team scores, the other team must match them for a touchdown by touchdown.
How do their defenses match up?
Defenses are outstanding. Both these teams, looking at the numbers for the entire season, Rams outscore their opponents 28-22.5 on a median number. So 22.5 points per game. Rams a top 10 defense. On the other side, Tampa is as well, especially getting healthy finally. They're getting better. They're getting big names back into the defense, and they showed that this past week against Philadelphia, dominating. On median number, they allowed just 19.5 points per game on the season and just 17 by median in their home games.
Now, the Bucs are -3 right now, and they're expecting to return 3 key players, Leonard Fournette, Ronald Jones, and Tristan Wirfs. If that happens, will this line move?
I don't think so. I think they might be built into the number already. Tristan Wirfs is, I think, the most valuable player out of that group. He's a 1-point player at left tackle. Obviously, Leonard Fournette is going to be an upgrade. Keyshawn Vaughn has filled in nicely. Ronald Jones coming back, you'll play one running back at a time. So that upgrade about a 0.5 point to 0.75 point with Leonard Fournette back in the lineup. So yeah, a little bit of an upgrade, but I believe it is already built into the number.
All right. Where's the value?
Looking at the money line right now, the best value, if you go to oddschecker.com, sign up for a free account, you can look at all the legal books in your state and find the best pricing. And that's why I always get as many mobile apps as you can. Spread your money out into those accounts because you want to get the best number. So if you're looking for the Bucs, best money line -149, and then on the Rams, the best money line is +135. That is coming from DraftKings. Also, Bet365 has +135 right now. The number is basically -3 across the board. I do lean a little bit to the Rams in this game. Would love to find 3.5. But the nice thing about being an odds checker, I can go check the numbers at each sports book for alternate point spreads. And I can't find a 3.5, but I can find a +4, -139. And that number right now is at Fox Bet. That's a lot of value, I think, on the Rams.
Yeah, I agree. I like that bet, and I like the Rams money line. What about the total? Is there any value there?
Well, Alex, when I talked about the first game, if we learn something, how both teams can score quickly, we've got two great quarterbacks, really do. Tom Brady, one of the best, and Matthew Stafford has some of the most comeback victories in the NFL. And finally, he has a team in front of him. I think he feels comfortable. He got the monkey off his back, winning a playoff game. That first game, 59 points scored in the final three quarters. So I went and looked on Odds Checker, and I went to the total. And at Fox Bet, I found over 50.5 plus 120. I also went over 54.5 plus $2. I think it's great value at Fox Bet right now in those alternate point spread bets. I think this game is going over the 54.5. So get that plus money right now. Get an account at Odds Checker so you can find out what book's the best to bet at for you.
Okay, head over to Odds Checker. Make sure you find that plus money. I'm Alex White with Kenny White. We'll see you next time.